Wall Street beats sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? You hit that like, you hit the subscribe. Talking about going on a ride, talking about going to the moon, and damn, hopefully soon. How's everyone doing this morning? Wanted to keep you up with the SBF FTX trial. I hope you're excited about that. We also have a few other things that we want to keep you up to date with. Obviously, the crypto price. And we're working. Perfect. So just wanted everyone to know we are keeping you up to date every day. You come over here, hit the like and subscribe, talking about this crypto space. So let's get into it. Without further ado, 1.52K subscribers. You know what killed me this morning? I was watching Ben Armstrong. We're not going to go over that today, but he did go with Altcoin Daily. And they were talking about top crypto channels. They're talking about and Ben's talking about getting to 100K subscribers. I'm sitting here just trying to get to 2K. So if you enjoy all this research and all the stuff we bring in for you, I'd appreciate it. Hit that bell notification, become a subscriber. Caroline Ellison of FTX on trial admits that Sam, and I can't believe this, Sam bribed Chinese officials with 100, and I've heard it was 200, but I have here from this particular post here that it was 100 million to unfreeze their assets, purposely tried to scam Saudi investors in the final days of FTX. I mean, it's pretty scary. It's actually tried to sick regulators on Binance. Imagine that, to destroy his competition, and it's only lunchtime. So Caroline goes on to stand here and pretty much fries him. And, well, pretty much after that, these are some leaked information texts between some of the workers in FTX / Alameda. And did Honda's father immediately turn us in or something? Laugh out loud, Sam Bankman-Fried. This man was so malicious and so sociopath. It actually scares me that somebody to this magnitude could do that. Outside of the Sam Bankman-Fried, though, congratulations. We do have an update for XRP this morning. Breaking: United States of America issues green light for institutions and banks to begin using XRP for payments. So please hit the like and subscribe. We bring the most updated and latest crypto space, crypto information for you. You just hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and we're here for you every single morning. So I do appreciate it if you do get involved. But this gentleman, Inner City Press, has been keeping me up to date. There's been so much to talk about with the FTX trial. There's so much to talk about the price. There's so much to talk about with everything going on. But we're covering this right now. Good morning, Lyric. Nice to have you in the super chat here. Why did you break up? And this is obviously the stand here. Talking to Miss Ellison here. Why did you break up? They're talking about the relationship with Sam Bankman-Fried. Well, he wasn't spending much time with me. They asked then, was it a secret? And she responds, well, at first, then he told me I could say we were living together, but no more. Well, what was your salary, as they asked? Well, she says and replies that it was $200,000. But then in 2021, I received a bonus, just a bonus, $20 million. $20 million. I mean, come on, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't just get magically $20 million. So some things are going on here, and we must talk about much of it. They talk on Signal. I don't know if you're familiar with Signal, but Signal is an app where you can talk, have messages encrypted, which they will then be deleted and disappeared as it has never happened before. So they use Signal, and they ask, do you still use it? Does its messages on there still exist? She replies, no, Sam told us to set them to erase. And who is us? The FTX staff. He told us to leave things in writing, to have sensitive conversations on Signal or in person. And in fact, not at all. That's pretty scary. This guy is just, pretty dangerous. Thinking about a little bit too much of what's going on here. But in the case, she also says, they ask, how would you describe your state of mind at this point when Alameda owed Sam Bankman-Fried's customers $14 billion? No objection. She replies, I was in a state of dread. If FTS customer tried to withdraw. She was losing her shiznick. How were you communicating with the defendant? Well, Ellison said once again, Signal was the way. So it's pretty clear that they were having their ducks in a row. What does this say? And Sam Bankman-Fried said the disappearing messages time for 1 week. That's what she said. They then asked, did you speak in coded terms? And she replied, yes, we gave a large bribe to China. Our accounts were frozen in a money laundering investigation. Unbelievable. How are they frozen? Well, there was $1 billion Sam wanted to find ways to address it, so she replied, Alameda, they asked how were they unfrozen. She said Alameda paid a bribe to Chinese government officials. Objection, moved to strike. And then judge said, I will strike that. And it continued to go on, and it's pretty scary because David, the last one here, she said David Ma said that we should try this way to unfreeze the accounts. Sam Bankman-Fried agreed. Handy, this was the beginning of that text, disagreed. Sam told her to shut the F up. And then they asked, well, what did you think Ma's way was? And SBF's lawyers, Cohen, objection, calls for speculation, judge sustained. So, long story short of the thing here, keeping you up to date, it's pretty scary what has happened here. Talking about all this gentleman has leaked out plenty of things, and this morning, 43 minutes ago, also has leaked out that Sam Bankman-Fried has bribed China. Thai prostitutes using crypto accounts trying to send money over, doing more laundering, of course. This is incredible, ladies and gentlemen. So what's been happening is that we are starting to find out that Sam Bankman-Fried, in a 6-minute video, he is very dangerous gentleman with money, very irresponsible, and it's pretty insane. As we have it right here on the top. It's amazing. It says that the FTX trial is about to begin this morning. So at 9 o'clock they start. So talking about the Bitcoin price, sorry if I did bore you with some of that nonsense, but hey, a lot of people do want to know what is going on with the Sam Bankman-Fried case. Caroline Ellison, she was up at the stand. Lots of things have happened. Not sure if you understand this, and we'll talk a little bit about it. I have some notes here to keep me up to date. What has happened in the trial? Because many of you may not understand here, and it's time to shave and trim up a little bit. But it's November coming in, no shave November, so I am going to keep this buzzed up. I'm going to shave really nice. I probably should have done it before the show, but it's all good. What I want to talk about, though, is what happened. See, FTX, billions of dollars of loans. They went through a third party, and that was Genesis. So you may have understood about Genesis of what has happened in the past, how they went bankrupt. Well, on June 13th of 2022, they did a thing called recalling on their loans. And it's like, oh, hey, FTX, we'd like to get that money. How's it going? And basically in the dummy answer, well, $400 had to be found, had to come up from Alameda really quickly. And how do you think they did that? And that's how $400 million, and that was just the start of everything that has happened. So she reclaims, and we're talking about Caroline Ellison, that Sam Bankman-Fried directed her to get this all to happen. And she admitted that if a large customers of FTX decided to withdraw, they would not have enough money to cover that. This is all what happened in the stand, in the trial, and we do have Miss Fung. If you're familiar with Tiffany Fung, I do my research and basically go through every important person here, as we're going to get ready to talk about the crypto price in a minute. But Caroline did admit that, and she also labeled FTX. So what happened was, instead of writing FTX funds, she just put FTX borrow. That's what she put labeled. This is Caroline Ellison, as she claims she was directed to do these things. And then Sam Bankman-Fried directed employees, be careful what you put in writing. Watch what you say, unless you want to be ended up with your comment in the New York Times. Pretty amazing. So Sam Bankman-Fried then did direct everyone after Alameda balance sheets to hide it with the FTX customer funds using the Signal app, as we spoke of. And Caroline Ellison, she did break down crying, and she did also say that, the more and more that she worked there, the more and more she realized all they did was just steal and lie. So I don't see how this gentleman's going to get away with everything he did. I don't know if anything is true, right? These are just statements, and this is just what has been said in the trial. But if we go further, and let's talk about the crypto space. Right now, we have Bitcoin coming down. You did watch the Black Swan video in the last one. I do appreciate it. Please hit the like and subscribe. It is so important for you to comment, like, subscribe, share with a friend. Technical analysis is great. We're trading in this range right now, and every single day, and I just moved this line right here, 26,464, just about. If we don't start developing some type of support here, now this was the fib line, we did break clearly through there, and I'm starting to wonder, well, it looks like that Black Swan event is happening, and if it wasn't for FTX, I don't think we'd be in this mess to begin with. This bear market has been pretty much created through that FTX debacle. It has been extended through the FTX debacle, and that is my personal opinion here. But if you pay attention to the lines, what's going on, we are in this big trading range here, 30,000, all the way to the 25,000 range. This is a pretty big range for Bitcoin, but you do watch this M. As you can see, I have us coming all the way down to the pattern, possibly to 24.7. 25.4 is my bottom. I do hope that we do hold and sustain a new higher low. That would be wonderful, as we did here. And as if you pay attention to the trend here coming in, we hopefully do that again, not exceeding this low price of 26,000. So hopefully Bitcoin holds the 26,000 price. Right now, I really just want to hold this price. That would be more important for me. 26,400, as I said, the exact price is 26,465. So I'm hoping Bitcoin on a daily. I went to the 4-hourly to see if this support line I put for the daily makes sense, and boy, does it make sense. So the resistance flipping into support here was beautiful. We are now flipping resistance into support. We're doing the exact opposite here, hoping we don't trigger anything down further. Pull out some indicators, right? Let's see what's going on in the short-term time frame. I would like to find that out. That would be great. It won't allow me to do too many indicators, which is very, very annoying. Volatility oscillator, I do have almost in the oversold zone. It's pretty nice. We just need a little bit more of a dip. That would be cool. Touch down to where I said here, or perhaps retest that 25.5. But if you pay attention, oversold zone does take us down a tiny bit more. I'm hoping that's just here. So we'll see what happens if that correlates. I want to get rid of this now because TradingView is being cheap as hell. They remind me of Cheap Pete from In Living Color. That's hilarious if you remember Chris Rock. Some of you old heads, let's go into exponential moving average. I can now use it because I can only do one indicator at a time. This is so stupid. I'm not spending money on TradingView, guys. I don't care. Call me cheap. Call me what you want. But maybe I'm becoming Cheap Pete. I don't really give a damn. But if you pay attention to what's happening, we're trying to get the ribbon here to flip. What I see happening here on the 4-hourly, we get a nice tight action. We do flip to the upside, get a nice tight action. We are now going to the downside. This is hopefully showing me some support. That's what I'm looking for. So paying attention between the 4-hourly and the daily, you can see the tight action coming in, 100% moving to the downside. That is the trend right now. So until we are done falling, that's pretty much until we're done. Like I said, these are the prices, these are the ranges I expect, no lower. So hopefully we can continue to hold this. Worst case scenario, I've been talking about the worst case scenario probably to you guys for a long time here, and I have a headache talking about it. But that 21.8 kind of concerns me. So it would take some time, right? We'd have to talk about each range as we get closer and closer to them. But my indicators tell me that we could be safe and we might not find this. Can it happen? Yeah, it can happen. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So let's get into some of the things that are going on. Looks like the DXY getting into this. Looking at a daily perspective here, we could be getting the next leg up, but as long as we do not bounce back above the 107.24, and I see that we are getting that area here, 102.425, whatever the hell you want to call it, we'll see the DXY coming in to a down bottom side here, and it looks like we could come down further. I'd like to pull some indicators for the DXY and the S&P next just to see if we are following through with that. Like I said, I love the stochastic oscillator, but we have to get rid of the indicators because we can't use more than one. It's terrible. But do we get this price action? It would be nice to know. I apologize. You should be able to use a bunch of them. And as you can see, we have room to grow. We have room to fall, excuse me. Room to grow and then fall. So we'll see what happens if we do get this type of spike down. I would like to see that happen. That would correlate to here, a fake dead cat bounce, and then ultimately come through. But if you do see here, I don't expect to break above the tip here, which is 107, 153. So DXY, if it does come up, we could get resistance to 109, but I really don't think that's going to happen. I mean, that is best case scenario, in which we would then get something like this, come into the 109, then get that actually fall. But this is what I see happening right now. The government or whoever's doing it can only manipulate the DXY for so long. 1.05 trillion market cap. So it was a 15-minute video. I say it's kind of long of a video. I apologize. 26,000. We finally broke through the 27. We no longer trade there. We are coming down. The big black swan event could be happening. XRP, pay attention to the news. We could be turning green here. Something could be happening. You see a big, significant, almost 9% down for XRP. So pay attention to what's happening there. Even Solana, same thing. Almost 10% down. So pay close attention to what's going on around your area here. You got to do a lot of research. None of this is financial advice, as we know. Wall Street Pete's sick dough. Crypto, I appreciate everyone's support so much. This channel is growing. Thank you very much. And we'll get back to you with another video talking about technical analysis, keeping you up to date. We won't bore you with the SBF trial. But if you would like to hear more about the FTX, or you would not, please let us know. I really want to hear from you. And it seems like every time I ask everyone, hey, can I hear from you? We get crickets or we get 3 people. It sucks. So I would love to get an abundance of people to tell me. Have a great day. Love y'all. Take care. Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto.